by the way. I hope that's okay.
Hello.
That's fine.
You are all now legally obligated to allow yourself to be recorded.
Fuck.
But
Fuck.
yeah, hello, welcome to the community, all 4 people in this call that I do not know.
Hi. Well, you
We
know
got-
me now, okay?
We got
Good
25th
enough.
place.
Hello.
26th?
25th.
25th?
Oh. That's
Yeah.
Okay.
actually really good.
Yeah, not bad. There's a chance Beetle gets around to playing that. It's possible. It's unlikely, but it's possible.
True.
Cool.
Huh.
Our Game Jam game got 25th.
It's not bad.
The thing in the channel.
That just clip
Fingers
cut
are
was
gonna
part of-
suffer
I never
tomorrow.
thought that would happen.
I mean, if we think about how many games there are in total, that is really good.
True, true.
True.
I know what
I'm
writing
writing
20k
Yeah.
words.
Neurofix strong.
You're a fake strong. Alright.
I love it. Okay.
Strong together.
We'll give a little bit of extra time for people to join. But
Wait,
think,
so are
5,
you
10?
recording? Wait, are you recording me right now?
yes.
Oh, okay. I need to look in then. But shit.
I'm just yeah, I don't know who else. Actually, I'm gonna check who reacted to the ping. When I did the poll, who said that they would join at this time? And how many of them actually showed up so far?
Wonder if I should do a coin flip.
Mage, Water Gem, Urza, Lenry, who's the kid? Askanite, Liam. Y'all, and Fushi and okay, so quite a lot of people. Not everyone.
Where the fuck is Phoebe?
Probably.
Oh my gosh, where is he?
Probably had his alarm go off and then fell back asleep.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
that's probably
I
it.
have like 4 alarms.
Honestly, I would, even if he did appear, I wouldn't have expected too much of him. There's like a 50% chance that he falls asleep halfway through.
Why are
Yeah,
you
well, sure.
slandering him at the beginning of this recording?
Because he's not here, and he can't stop me.
Still waiting for that one Pacific Fit to be updated by him. I've been waiting for months.
Wait, which?
I've been waiting
Which-
on all his fics.
I'm waiting for every fic of it.
Wait, which,
Exactly.
which specific fic are you talking about though?
I can't remember. I think it was the one where Vito fell into a coma.
Oh,
Okay.
binary bombs.
Oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
okay.
He said he
I've
was.
been waiting for so damn long.
He has about 12.
He keeps
unfinished
rewriting
stories.
it.
Yeah, he said he was gonna
I
rewrite
have
it.
like 22 words. I got like 7 chapters I need to do tomorrow.
So how
Dude.
long are
Phoebe-
you gonna wait for Phoebe? Can we?
It's not just
Like-
for Phoebe, but yeah. I don't know how. Liam is the one running this, hosting, whatever. So.
Let-
Not me.
Let's give it till 5:10. Let's give it one more minute and then let's go. Is that okay
Yeah.
with everyone?
They can always join partway through if they want to show up. So.
Is the recording working?
Oh, yeah.
Yes, it is recording. It's been recording for 4 minutes and 20 seconds.
Right.
I love reading.
There will be random sounds coming from my mic because my grandma is up right now. So
Okay. Well, just mute your own mic if you need to, I guess. But, otherwise.
I think I will do that.
But feel free to chime
Don't
in.
worry, I have pinged him.
You have
This-
pinged.
Yes, I have DM'd him. Simply just this awards in all caps. I'm sure he'll know exactly what that means.
Yeah.
Alright. I'm gonna go ahead and start now, everyone. Is that okay with everyone?
I think.
Yeah, let's go, baby.
All
right.
This is what I've been waiting for, or whatever.
Before we fully get started, I just want to note that when we start talking about the different nominations, like me and Shadrake both agreed that like people should feel free to just jump in and talk because we're doing this pretty casually.
Sounds good.
So with that said, I would like to do a brief opening though and say welcome to everyone and tell everybody that today we're here to celebrate the writers who looked at our favorite AI VTuber and thought, that was great, but what if? What if Nero was a human? What if Evil and Nero were parasites? What if Vettel touched grass?
Oh my
We're
god.
here to celebrate. We're here to celebrate
Actually,
the
I
writers.
don't think that's what was written yet.
No, I can verify. I can verify. I read one where Vettel did touch grass. It is
I do not
Impossible.
believe you. You are a liar.
It's not in the scriptures.
So we're here to celebrate the writers who stayed up until 3 a.m. because the dialogue wasn't quite right, who created Google search histories that would terrify federal agents, who wrote just a quick one-shot that somehow turned into 40,000 words. Everybody knows who I'm talking about. I don't have to name names. Pog.
Hey.
You know what's funny? That applies to more people than one.
You should see my search history.
Look, man, I don't need to be reminded about 40k words. I got like a 50k chapter that I need to write after this.
Dude, you this isn't your job. You can't slow down.
Slow down.
Pog's on a different level. He's just
No,
built
at
different.
this point, I'm not even saying it because
Someone is gonna upload stuff for these readers, man.
I need to ask this of you for before anything else. Do you receive sustenance from people reading your stories? Is that why you write so fast?
I will die if I stop writing.
Based.
That answers my
I feel
question.
that.
Thank you.
honestly, fair enough.
It's just like I guess I just want to write all the time because it's like I got nothing better to do.
From
I
one
mean,
primordial
I
existence to
mean, I
another,
get literally no sleep, but it's okay.
It is
from
not
one
okay.
primordial existence to another. I'm sorry about that.
But you already know what my opinion on your frankly unhealthy behavior is. But and honestly, let's not go into that.
Alright.
Whoops.
With all that said, everybody settle in, pull up your favorite reading blanket, grab some tissues. We've got some angsty ones coming up. The mere memory of it will probably trigger people. And get ready to celebrate the best of what our community has created this year.
Actually, can I say a few words here for that?
Sure. I have no problem with it. Shadrake, are you okay with that?
Wait, sorry, what?
I just wanted to say something real quick before we actually get into this.
Well, yeah, of course. Of course you're allowed to say words.
Okay.
I'm
So
back home. Let's fucking go.
Okay, bye.
I just wanted to say that this is really way more than I ever anticipated when I started writing for Neuro. Like over 100 fanfictions. We have a fucking awards ceremony now. This is not what I expected when I wrote like a 500-word chapter, so we would have more than 3 neurofics. Honestly, thank you. Seriously, every single one of you. It is such an honor to share stories with you and to read stories from you. Yeah.
Thank you, Askanite. That was really great. Thank you.
I'm clapping. Discord's probably not picking it up, but I'm doing the appropriate clap. Yeah, things.
Everybody spam clap emotes in the chat.
Oh no, the soundboard.
Quick.
It's the. I gotta get the soundboard ready. Where I have that ready. Yeah, there you go. Thank you, whoever did that. Have that ready.
Nice.
I'm doing it. I'm doing it.
It has been way more than I ever could have expected. I mean, Filian and Pippo rated this place too, so that was something.
Yeah,
It really is.
The same could be said for the server, honestly.
Yeah, everything. Well, here we go.
Let's
Alright.
go.
Okay. So before we get into the heavy stuff, we need something to lighten the load, keep things keep the tears from overflowing. The first one on our list is hot singles in your area. Literally, it's hell, which I made, and I was kind of flabbergasted when I saw it here.
It is really good.
You get to see the author can talk about it.
Well, as several of you know, the story is essentially that Beetle is sent to hell, and to escape, he must create a harem of demon girls. And the story gets progressively more terrifying from there. Next up, we have Neuro is incoherent.
I just realized I accidentally fucked up the spacing. I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
The author are meant to be aligned to the titles. They're meant to be
I didn't
aligned.
notice until just now. If you hadn't noticed that, I wouldn't have noticed.
The symptoms of first time stuff. We'll get them next time, boys.
Look, there are no other places where there's like very long titles, so it's fine.
What you say?
Right. We have Neuro is incoherent and doing stupid cartoon stuff. Where it's hard to describe. It is crack at its finest. I will simply state what notable events that happen. Out of context, Nero sells Vettel used socks. She also sells Filian's apartment. Filian literally loses her brain, and it makes absolutely no difference toward her mental capacity, among other things. So, shout out to Askanite for that one, and Phoebe. I am curious, Askanite, to what extent was Phoebe collaborating with you? Were you guys just like bouncing ideas off of each other, or how did that work?
Well, here's the thing. I will now describe everything that Phoebe has done in this fic.
Oh no.
He has provided the title. He has provided the general idea of what the fic is. And he provided the idea for the first 2 chapters. Everything else was me.
Oh, okay.
So basically, his conclusion was summarized as the first meeting where he DM'd me. It was like, "Hey, it would be sick if we wrote a story about this." He then proceeded to interact with the story again.
Nice.
So that was the kickoff, and it propelled you from there.
Yeah, he gave me the idea, and I ran with it.
Well, that's great.
Okay.
All right. Who's that? Who has a strangely high-pitched voice?
Evil.
Oh, okay. All right.
I don't think
Next one.
the song is coming through, so I'm gonna stop.
Oh. What was that? Pardon?
I don't think the song I'm playing on my phone right now is coming through, so I'm gonna stop it.
Oh, okay. Next one. Ass like that. Gentlemen, there is fiction, and there is fiction with a capital F. Brought to you by the man who created Pest.
What a contrast.
This is a one-shot about Annie falling in love with Beetle after seeing his butt. Peak fiction. I have no words.
Honestly, I have no words either.
You know what I just realized? If someone decides to check this out and isn't aware of all the stories and what things are like, this is a very strange first impression. looking at the looking at the comedy stories.
We have a very unique sense of humor.
It's all Phobe's fault.
It is all Phobe's fault.
Yeah.
This is true.
He's literally 2 stories in here.
This is true. This is true.
As I have written in my author's notes for Neuro's Incoherent, it was Phobe's idea.
All right. The 100th Neurofic by our glorious leader, Shadrake. A story where Neuro and Evil search for a sacred cookie that will give them world domination. But one man stands in their way, Vettel, and he's at maximum power. He's achieved the impossible. Touching grass. See, Ascodite? See? I told you!
Fine. Fine.
Alright.
This story exists solely because, again, Phobe's influence.
Yeah.
So it really is all Phobe's fault.
We were waiting for, like, oh man, the 100th story is gonna come out. What's it gonna be? Who's gonna post the 100th story? And Phobe's like, it better be like a 10,000 word crack story. And then we're like waiting, and I'm like, I don't want, you know what? I want to fill that void with this. So then I wrote this. I normally don't write crack, but I wrote it because of this and posted it as anonymous.
When the hot singles in your area, you were encouraged by Phoebe, right?
I think the idea did come from Phoebe, who was like, "You need to write this, dude. That's a great premise. You need to write that."
Oh, great!
Phoebe.
So every single thing here is from Phoebe.
So no matter which thing wins, Phoebe at least partially wins.
On Phoebe W.
Yes. Either it's his story or he's inspired.
That's so funny.
Wow, he is really literally every single thing that's humor.
I mean, yeah.
Should we get music like from the background?
Yep. This is what I'm
Is that
waiting
music too
for.
loud?
Honestly, I don't know. This is more like a Final Fantasy battle music.
It is too loud for me, so I'm gonna turn it down.
Right.
We were told by Urzaler to play that in the lead up to the winner to like add Dramatos. Is everybody getting a strong feeling of dramatism now?
No, I feel like fighting dragons.
This is
I feel
great
like
Ace
I'm
Attorney
playing
music,
Ace
by the way.
Attorneys.
This is courtroom music, not dragon fighting music.
I wanna throw down.
Let's all have a brawl on the VC.
Alright.
Just bloodbath.
Well, it is kind of a bloodbath if you think about it, right? Like, I mean, all of these
Yeah, all
fics.
the losers get deleted, right?
Logical.
I should
bloodbath.
I should note that it was incredibly close before I announced who did it. The votes were tied, and not only that, the nominations, they broke the tie using the number of nominations. The nominations won by 1, so it was super close, right? With that said, the winner was
Yeah.
Phoebe.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Good job, Phoebe.
I
Good
just
job,
got
Phoebe.
that silence.
Yeah.
Good job, William.
Yeah, baby.
You know, it probably should have played here. Just
Yeah.
It's just
Hi.
awkward.
it
Retrospect.
probably should have played
Hindsight is
here.
2020.
And why can't you just like open up a separate tab? Like
But yeah,
open up YouTube.
the one that was basically practically a tie was it Asked Like That? I think it was that one.
Yeah, it was tied with ass like that.
Okay.
Yes.
And we
And then,
we-
yeah,
we
and then,
typed it,
please do not do that. Whoever did that,
Please,
do not do that.
Please keep the pipes out of this.
Kick them out. Just kidding.
Hi.
Just kidding.
What is wrong
take
with
them out
you?
back.
Hey boy.
Yeah, so the only this was the only category that was tied.
Yup.
And so the tiebreaker we used was we just looked at how many nominations they got in the previous, would you call it round?
Previous stage.
The
previous
nomination
stage,
stage, whatever.
Yeah, the previous stage of the determining of what got nominated in the first place.
Yeah, and it was exactly as Liam said.
It was
one by one.
4-3. In that.
Very close. It was very close.
We will have all of the vote totals available after this. Also, for anyone who wants to check. So.
Fun fact: I voted for Ass Like That.
Okay. Oh.
I voted for Phobies.
Congratulations,
I voted for you.
I'm gonna be honest.
Why is your name a certain circus on AO3?
A certain citrus?
Oh,
it's
citrus.
It's,
that makes more sense.
My nickname in other circles is Lime, because Liam. So I don't know, I just thought it would be kind of funny to go with a certain citrus. I also need to desperately hide the fact that these two pseudonyms are connected because Liam Lawless has professional things that he does, and it would be kind of weird if he was publishing fan fiction.
All right, Liam.
No, I literally did not know that was you until you told me you won when I sent you the result.
Well, that means the pseudonym is working.
And now
Yeah,
it doesn't.
you just confessed that on a video recording.
Yeah.
Oh shoot! Oh no!
Congratulations,
forget you're being
Lawless,
recorded.
also known as a certain citrus.
Everything here will become blackmail material.
I'm cooked. Chat, I'm cooked.
There's
It's
no
over.
better material.
Or else.
Will become blackmail.
Don't worry. Again, I'm sure we can censor it in post or something.
No, I don't mind. It's just generally, I try to keep the two personas separate. I don't really care if anybody knows.
You better send me 10 million in cash or else.
Once the title is announced, what do we do with it? Are we just gonna move on, or
Congratulations.
is the author gonna say a few words?
Lime.
I mean, not all the authors are here.
A few
but
words.
You can say something
I
if
mean,
you
some
want.
of them are here.
I mean, if
I would like to thank Neuro, Evil, and myself, because without me, none of this would have been possible.
I'd like
So
to
true.
thank the
Amen.
Academy.
Amen.
Amen.
And Phoebe, for
Why
sure.
isn't
really
why
deserves
is
the
this
credit.
guy not here?
Because
This
he's
is a good
probably
question.
asleep or gaming.
Hates us.
Seriously, those are the two options. Either he's passed out, or he's so addicted to his gacha game that he can't come back.
He would not be missing this if he was awake and available.
You never know. He has missed other things.
I mean, he sounded really excited about this, so he's probably just gonna be upset that he missed it.
Yeah, probably.
Phobia is EP maxing.
All right.
Exactly.
We're moving to the next category now, everyone.
Yes.
Best fluff. What made you?
I have some explanations for this. So, you may see how there are 6 for this. It's the only one that has 6. The only category that has 6. It's because in the nomination phase there was a 12-way tie.
What?
I see.
Based.
A 12-way tie?
Yeah,
That is insane.
everything only got 2 or 1 suggestion. So there were
that is
12
amazing.
things with 2 suggestions. And I was like, how the heck do I sort this out, right? And what I ended up going with was I went with, of those 12, the 6 stories that didn't get, nominated in other categories. So that there would be more unique variety. They have the same amount of votes, but the other ones got nominated for other categories. So just for more variety's sake, more people getting a chance to shine, I selected these ones.
Fair enough.
That makes sense. That makes
I
sense.
see. Well, it's mostly just Aconite if I look about it.
That get ready to hear. Also, it was authored by Asconite to be like a running theme throughout this whole presentation.
Yeah. I have
Yes.
written a lot somehow when I'm basically one of the people who started this entire brand of fanfiction.
I mean, that's the thing. For a while, it was almost only your stories. So
Yeah.
This is true. This is true. I remembered when I got onto
Slam
the
that
server.
cartridge with an Asconite on it.
I got onto the server and I was like so surprised to see Asconite in here because I was like in my head I had kind of built him up a legendary unapproachable figure just from reading his stories.
Nah, man.
well,
No,
you've
he's not
approached.
I just
unapproachable,
realized
but
I
he
did not
certainly
prepare
is
the main
legendary.
page of the archive, and I'm panicking right now.
Wait, what? You're panicking? What are
Like,
you-
I got the archive page, but I did not have the main page. It's still the spinning Nuevo.
Okay.
What? Never mind, but yeah, there is a story to be told that where I somehow during a Neuro stream by chance spotted Shadrake and just messaged him because, hey, I know that name. This was like
That's awesome.
before the server was even a thing.
I had never talked to him or anybody.
Yeah, he was so confused.
I was kind of confused. I actually had to go to AO3 and check. Because you just added me in Twitch chat and said, like, fanfic buddy or something. And
Yeah.
I had to go to AO3 and check the writer, like, the author names.
This is the way all good friendships are created. Just via spontaneously recognizing each other and then
From across the
messaging
internet.
confusing DMs to each other. That's the best way to do it.
Lock eyes from across the internet.
Yeah, it was basically the equivalent of us being like in a huge crowd and I randomly see you and I'm just shouting like, "Hey, Shadrake!"
And it was funny because I almost never typed in Twitch chat then, so yeah. Well,
That's amazing.
speaking of that, the first one is by Asconite. Would you look at that?
Whoa! Be a good big sister. This is a story about Evil and Nero learning how to find value in their lives when they both attach their esteem to streaming success. Wait a second, why is this classified as fluff? I'm kind of confused here, but
As the nominators, I don't know.
also
well,
it was authored by Asconite.
Yes, honestly, I would also classify it as hurt comfort more than fluff, but whatever.
And
The people
with her
has
own two
spoken.
hands, the people have spoken. This is true. With her own two hands, this is a total classic. And if you haven't read this, you are doing yourself a disservice. This story
Shadrake.
covers the. Wait, Shadrach hasn't read with her own two
No.
hands? Oh
He's
my
only written
gosh!
the first part.
What? This is criminal. But how is he even the server owner? Mods?
Dad hasn't read my stories either.
Well, you know,
It's okay, Shadrach. It's
now-
okay.
now I feel less bad.
Do we need a coup now? Take him over?
I can't. He's too powerful.
We cannot stand up against his might, sadly.
No.
Also, this story was authored by Asconite. Wow, crazy. Wow. Next up, what it means to be human. This is one of my personal favorite Nero becomes human stories, featuring a grounded plot, excellent writing, and Shadrake's characteristic understanding of relationships. This is one that I will personally recommend, actually. If you guys haven't read it, you need to read it so that you can bug Shadrake to continue it, because I am very mad that it ended where it did, or that it's hiatus where it did. I don't know.
Yeah, I can talk about that if you want.
Sure, go ahead, do it. Yeah, tell us what's going on.
I mean, I even had to tell people in comments that I more or less stopped because, like, first of all, attention is split between many stories, and I'm kind of struggling to write anything right now. So, like, my priorities in writing are elsewhere. I did reread it and felt like, oh, I'd like to maybe continue this if I could, but I had a different mindset when I wrote that, because there was not many fics I hadn't really written, and I was like, how do I write for this? And so I felt like I was locked into a certain kind of story, and I had to write something like that. But now I've like learned how to write more freely, and so I've been able to write plots and stuff that I am more specifically interested in. And I'm not as interested in that one, so it's harder for me to want to go back to it. But I know people love it, and it has lots of potential, so I mean, if I had infinite time and was actually able to write a ton, then I would. So I won't say it's impossible it gets continued, but it's just very unlikely, unfortunately.
Gotcha.
Honestly, what it means to be human has inspired multiple of my fics in some way.
Wow.
That's crazy. That's actually crazy.
You know, we a lot of us like end up inspiring each other's stories.
That is so true. I noticed when I was rereading, like, how much bits of influence I could spot from like Askanite and Shadrake's work, like leaking into everybody else's works because of the amount that they've done. Like you can kind of trace it out if you read a bunch of them all at once. Like you can even see Phoebe just directly crediting you guys in some of the chapter notes, being like, yeah, this whole premise was inspired by or this relationship was inspired by Askanite / Shadrake.
I mean, and we talked about how much he inspired too, so I think it's just a whole community thing, right? You spend time together.
Honestly,
I think just back and forth inspiration spiral.
Healthy.
And that's one of the things that makes it so much better like this than just individually, you know?
Yeah.
Anyways, that took up a lot of time there, but
no, that's okay. We're just chilling. If people are engaged in the conversation, you know, as long as we're reasonable about it, I don't think there's any reason to dismiss the conversation. Like, we're hanging out.
So what's this magnum opus?
Magnum opus.
It's an old story actually from earlier days of Neurofics.
It is one of the sweetest in this category. I would consider it one of the fluffiest, personally. I'm not saying it's the best, but it is like 95% pure fluff. This one.
I remember.
Yeah, Neuro obtains sapience, and the story explores the relationship between Vettel and Nero. And it's great. It's great.
Liam, are you echoing right now?
Am I echoing? Oh, I think I'm echoing through somebody else's microphone.
I don't hear it.
It's not mine.
Yeah, whoever was muted, I think. Okay.
Okay, not more.
All right. I'll continue on to Your Gentle Warmth, which is the harem story we all deserve. Your Gentle Warmth follows Vidal as he romances every female in the Neuroverse, supported by his loving daughters / wingmen. And next up, bunch of people spoke at the same time. What did everyone say?
Pog, are you proud of yourself?
How the fuck?
Pog, answer for your crimes.
Honestly, I think he should be proud of himself. I mean, he made it into the best fluff category. That is also an accomplishment.
This is true.
Yeah, I'm just asking.
Also filled a niche that nobody else was really filling.
Yeah.
Yeah. Writing fluff is does not come easily.
I wasn't talking
romance.
specifically. Yeah.
It's more the harem aspect, I think, is what we're referring to.
just romance story in general. They're really
Ooh, true.
very
It's
few
hard.
other people have done that, so it's mostly
Shout
just
out to hear your voice.
Yeah,
Pure
I
romance
just
is
want to
hard.
tackle ship stories.
Usuken left a message that says my only inspiration is Phoebe.
Based.
I see. So it's also Phoebe's fault.
It is always
Some-
Phoebe's fault.
One way or another, it all
Even when
comes back to
when
Phoebe.
he's not here.
He's like Larry
All
Butts.
roads leads to Phoebe.
Whenever something
He's
happens,
the
it's
Lord.
always his fault.
He just wins.
Why is it that something happens? It's always you three.
It's just three Phoebes.
Alright.
Who's that?
Don't know who that was. Oh, hello. Next one is Happy Family, which is pure fluff. It's an adorable one about the Neuro family. There is no drama whatsoever. Anonym cooked with that one, I think, in my opinion.
Is it Anonym? Huh.
Honestly, the guy's not here, but I want to have a quick thing to say. Anonym wrote this fic specifically because he in his opinion, we didn't have any fluff fics.
I heard about that.
Yeah.
My attempted evidence to the contrary is like, well, we had a 12-way tie. But, you know.
On the other hand, two of my Hurt Comfort fics are in the nominees, so maybe he's onto something here.
This
12-way tie because no one knew what to pick.
fluff? Do we have any fluff?
It's all
I would-
depression. It's all depression
Resort to
stories.
first comfort.
What do you mean? I have Hurt Comfort and depression stories.
I think Your Gentle Warmth and Magnum Opus are unambiguously fluff. I think they can pretty unambiguously be
Yeah.
called fluff.
I
The
will
other
say-
ones I'm a little iffy about at times, but
I will say that, like, if we end up doing this again, I am going to try to better, like, clarify what the categories are. Because
Yeah.
the intention in my mind was more like best use of fluff or best use of comedy, rather than strictly trying to box a story into one genre.
I see.
But I didn't.
I mean,
like,
that makes sense.
I didn't like clearly communicate that, but I think people kind of got that in general, because you know certain stories like those ones that Ask and I mentioned are still got like suggested. But I'll probably try to communicate that better next time if we do it again.
Outline it in the Google form.
Well, I might even just title it "Best Use of Fluff" instead of "Best Fluff," and that might be enough. But
That makes
that
that
might
makes
be a good
sense.
idea.
yeah,
That's a solution.
yeah. But we'll see. That's
All right.
for the future.
Right. For now.
Everybody ready
start
to
the
move on?
music?
Oh yeah, yes,
Oh,
the
we
music.
can announce the winner.
Huh, sorry, what did you say?
You did not announce a winner yet, so I don't think we should move on to the next category.
So
No, I
cute.
meant move on to announcing the winner. Sorry, I should have been more clear. Okay, music.
I wanna punch a dragon.
So this was a 12-way
idea.
tie. The
I will
competition is
shoot a
fierce.
harpoon
Who could have
at the
won?
dragon.
All right, cast your guesses. Guess in your mind who could it have been?
I
Please
sure
don't
do
be-
wonder.
Please don't be me.
Parmesan.
I sure do wonder who won.
Did you just say please don't be me?
I do not want freaking Harold Pitt to be the best fluff.
I guess.
Three.
I'm just
This
voting
is
for
two.
Parmesan because it is a good cheese.
1.
And
Oh,
Yay!
thank goodness.
hey, that's
Good job,
gonna.
Astro.
That's good night, sweeps.
Clap.
Everybody clap. Everybody clap, quick, quick.
How do you clap? I don't have hands.
Ah, okay, that's enough. Okay.
My ears hurt.
Okay, that's enough.
Now that's enough.
Honestly, this is really touching for me. Because honestly, Mission to be a Good Sister is also one of my favorite stories that I wrote. Like, period.
Didn't you
Really?
say it was like an attempt to like get away from a lot of, you know, heavier stuff you had been reading?
I mean,
I
yeah,
don't remember.
that too.
I'm sorry, what? It's not supposed to be heavy?
It's not.
I
But
can
dude,
go.
If it was heavy,
I-
she would have killed herself.
Oh, true. Okay, fair. Wait, spoilers! Spoilers! No!
Don't worry, it was you like talked over each other.
Oh, okay. We're good.
But yeah, why do you like it so much? Of all your stories?
Honestly, I think just because it's, I don't know, it's just really sweet, I think. I just like writing them as happy sisters.
Oh right, what Mage said in chat. Shout out everyone calling it M-bags when it's actually M-bags.
I never
I have
talk about
canonized
stories.
that
I
as
never do
M-bags
that.
because it is funnier.
Oh yeah, Tasty Pie shared a screenshot of the notes at the start of your of that story, where it
Due
said,
to the overwhelming demand for more evil and me feeling bad about the way I treat my characters in my fics, here we will have something sweet.
Yeah, I was coming down from the high of murdering multiple characters in multiple fics.
Ascanite, what on earth, man?
I don't know. Maybe I should do more death.
This is a statement that all writers need to. Everybody learn from Ascanite's example.
What am I learning?
When in doubt, kill off a bunch of important characters in really gruesome ways.
ah yes, that's totally that good advice.
Yeah, that's the
yeah.
number one.
And
Number
you
one
will-
thing you need to do.
Bad, write something completely different. This is how you make a good story, apparently.
Nice fight.
You know, part of me kind of doubts that that's the reason that this story won this.
No, it was obviously because of the Beetle impersonation. That was the part. It was the fact that Beetle was apparently acting sweet to evil. That's what everybody really came for.
I feel like that's an even heavier spoiler than what I said, but you know, whatever.
Don't worry about it.
I didn't explicitly.
Let's move on to the next.
Let's move
thing.
on.
Yeah.
Let's move
I
on.
think that
Come on, next
I
category.
think this is buried already.
Whoa.
Best hurt/comfort. Now, after enjoying all of those sweet stories, enjoying some laughs, let's get ready to let's get those tissues out.
Tissues,
The
but
first one-
heartwarming. Keep that in mind. You know, like we
This is
still
true.
we still got the comfort part. You know, this
But
is a
but still have
classic fan fiction genre.
Yeah,
Everybody
but
loves
comfort. The story that kicks you in the chins but gives you a nice head pat at the end.
As opposed to angst, where they just kick you in the chin, then take a chainsaw and start
No,
maiming
they
you
kick
bit
you in
by
the
Will.
chin and then
They
take
claim
you the
all your
testicles.
balls off.
Oh, we'll get to that. We'll get to that. For now, we're here.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, that's
before we
wonderful.
encounter the glorious pain of angst, let's start off with the first story, Loving Persistence. This is one of my personal favorites. Following Vettel in a depressive funk, he refuses to tell anyone about his birthday. Phoebe paints a powerful picture of someone on the brink, someone who refuses to take care of himself, then brings us back in with evil helping him. Hurt/comfort at its finest, in my humble opinion.
It is also one of the few stories Phoebe has actually finished. Most likely because it's a one shot.
Oh man, that bird was not necessary, man. Oh man.
We're here to celebrate the stories and the authors, man. What do you? Come on.
We're here to celebrate the
That's just how we
stories and roast
celebrate.
the authors.
That's just how we celebrate.
I
Every-
roast Phoebe all the
everyone,
time. That's my thing.
Get out your flamethrowers.
Oh no.
Time to burn the books.
Bury the sacred texts.
Second.
The
Oh,
next
oh,
the next
this
one is
looks- this looks
Mission Be a
familiar.
Good Big
Oh,
Sister.
I haven't heard about this story before. Tell us all about it.
I wonder.
Oh, wow, I've never. Yes, fluff and hurt/comfort. Asconite has it all with this one. That's why it's so
Yeah.
beloved.
Imagine this is also the angst.
The whole spectrum.
It's also been
The-
nominated in the category I actually voted for.
Yeah.
Just
I-
every story for every single one from here on out, every winner is just gonna be Mission Be a Good Big Sister.
I actually was
Nope.
surprised that it got put in fluff, considering how much I felt it leans into hurt/comfort. So
It
I'm
is
glad it's
meant
here.
to
I was too.
be slash comfort.
I guess the comfort part is so good that they were just like, man, this is the best fluff.
Apparently.
I don't know.
That could be. That could be.
I guess
The next one.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I was
Continue.
gonna
Go
say-
ahead. Continue.
I was gonna say, I guess that's all that needs to be said since we already talked about it a lot.
What do you mean? This is the first thing we've ever seen.
It's the first time we've ever heard it. All right. A Programmer's 15 Daughters. I don't think this one
Legendary.
needs much introduction considering how infamous it is among the fandom at this point. It is probably Pog's masterpiece.
It is an
Following
impression
better-
as far as I know.
It is the longest neurofic by far, also.
Can
This
you
is
give me a
true.
summary, please?
Even by Usaken Pog's standards.
A
Yeah.
brief summary for the sake of Ursuline. Following Vettel years in the future, we see him attempt to repair his relationships with each of his daughters. It's basically the antidote to Pest, in my opinion. It's like the inverse version.
Isn't there also a thing about Beetle being terminally ill?
Yep.
The parallels. Wait, is Pog secretly phobia? Like under a different, like an alter ego? Is that what's going on?
Mm.
No.
No, nobody have ever seen Yusuke and Phoebe in this.
Is that why Phoebe's not here right now?
Oh my
That's
gosh.
Have you ever seen them two in the same room?
That would also explain why Phoebe is an actual inspiration to Usaken.
Of course, he
course.
inspires himself.
Pog, can you confirm or deny these rumors? You just said some people are gonna pay the price for this.
I'm not gonna pay my
Ominous.
tax.
Ominous.
What is the price?
You wanna square up?
All right, and the last one, Broken Code, an excellent
think-
piece of artisanal work by Shadrake. In this universe, Vettel sells Nero to a corporation where she's stripped of her identity.
Wrong story.
her past.
That is
For
the
very
wrong
small.
Wrong
story.
story.
Wait, what?
That is the wrong story.
That's
That's
That is
company-
company
You're kidding me.
property.
You're talking about company
Liam.
property.
Liam L.
Wait, what?
Yeah, you're
I
talking
did
about
not
company
That
write
property.
code.
Oh, did I merge the two in my head? Oh
Yes.
no.
I
Fair.
don't blame you. We did do
Liam,
the game jam.
Liam, I won't blame you because Broken Code was directly inspired by company property.
And also, we
Oh.
did just do that game jam about company property. So
I'm so sorry, guys. I don't know what happened there. In my head, I guess I just conflated the two.
Well, you gave a
Liam,
shout out.
you're
You gave a
fired.
shout out to company property. So
Liam, you're getting
Shadrake,
fired.
Could you do the honors and give a brief summary of Broken Code since you're the author?
sure. As it says on AO3, here's the summary. Annie finds a USB stick at an abandoned construction site.
Yes. Yes.
Perfect
It's
summary.
because the openings were so similar. Like I just kind of mentally combined the two, man. It's
I mean, to be fair, both feature Annie picking up random AI girl.
Exactly.
Finding a random AI girl who is
You know what's
very
funny?
much broken and untrusting of humanity and has a rough past who she has to, with her limited understanding, try to, help.
You know what's funny? I think Broken Code is almost the gateway to almost everyone joining the server.
It's one of the more popular
Really?
ones. It's one of the more popular ones.
Yeah.
It's not the
I
most
came here
popular,
because of that.
but lately
For me-
pest is what leads people here, but sometimes.
It was with her own two feet for me. That brought me here. Yeah.
What's interesting is personally, I wouldn't like this is kind of getting really specific and it's not really important, but I would classify Broken Code as fluff and angst rather than hurt/comfort.
I mean, the two are very similar.
It's very similar, yes. So
I don't know the difference.
don't worry about it. It's not very different.
It's just the two are a bit less intertwined.
Yeah, so anyways, real story, yeah, Annie finds a USB stick at an abandoned construction site. She finds a very untrusting and clearly had a bad past sentient AIs are just regular in that world. And she finds that and decides to try and help. That is the concept.
All right, gentlemen, just to make it clear in case I cut out, I believe Tasty Pie is on his way to my location in order to replace me on the spot. So
Nah,
if I
great.
disappear or I suddenly start talking like in a robotic voice, that is because I have been replaced
By Neuro.
Don't believe his lies.
by Nero. With that said, you're still stuck with me until Tasty Pie finds me. So
Liam is not suicidal.
I'm fighting my vacuum right now. Let's go.
okay, I'm over it.
Yay!
Yay.
Yo,
I mean,
congratulations.
The devs.
Oh,
Go
next
back.
category.
Go back.
Go back.
Yeah, go
No,
back.
Go
Oh
back.
shoot! What? Why did it skip forward? What?
Oh, you double click. I don't know. Who knows?
We are professionals.
You're getting
Both
fired
Sarah
tonight.
Helmsick has won. Wait, no. Sorry.
I mean, I don't think anyone is doubting this one.
Pog, would you like to come up and like say a few words? Great speech.
So
Oh,
I,
okay, we're starting.
I'm the guy who wrote 100K words because he was bored in school, like a fucking idiot. And I would like to thank Phoebe for inspiring me to write fanfics in the first place. And I'm not him. Let's not get that wrong. People
That's what
will be
someone
dying
who
for that.
would. That's exactly what Phoebe would say.
Liam.
That is exactly what Phoebe would say.
But it's kind of sad that he isn't here right now. I feel like I'm a little disappointed because of that. I would like to
It's okay. You don't have to say anything if you don't want to.
Yeah,
You're just welcome to if you want to. Don't worry
I mean,
about
you
it.
could just say thanks and leave.
What? No,
Go
don't
into
leave!
that.
Don't leave! What?
Just kidding. You can. I mean, you can
Alright.
always say thanks and then leave.
Take a virtual hug for your troubles.
All y'all. Thanks. I just want to quickly say thank you, Pog, for coming up and talking. I really appreciate that. I appreciate your contributions to Neurofic and what you've done for the space as a whole. You've seriously contributed to the spreading of our little community. And I don't know about the others, but I genuinely appreciate that. And I think this is a well-deserved reward. So let's get another round of applause
Same.
for this guy, can we? Can
Yeah.
we do that? Can we get another round of applause?
My claps are gone. Let me get them.
Nice. Sweet.
Genuinely,
Thank you, everyone.
I do appreciate it, even if I never have time to read any of your stories.
There are a few stories that are like quote unquote infamous for how much they've affected people, and this is one of them.
I think I clicked too fast, and now I'm clapping without even clicking it.
Guys, Reddit knows of this story.
Exactly.
Reddit knows of a
exactly.
bunch of stories.
Yeah.
But it went semi-viral with that meme, right? I remember the Clueless meme.
Yeah.
Damn, I need
Alright.
to write more of that fix.
Let's keep it moving to best angst.
This is the
Where-
step above hurt/comfort.
I wonder what that
Oh, look, I
story.
got in this category.
One of the few in which Askanite is not in the category. Like I'm almost disappointed, but
Guess all my angst fics are too shitty.
so where, like we said before, hurt/comfort was like they punch you in the face, but then they give you a band-aid. Angst, the goal, they punch you in the face and then they take a chainsaw to your testicles, and it's very painful. It's very bad, but it will make you feel things, and I mean that is the point of fiction, I think, to make you feel emotions. We have a few of the big names here. We have Shadrake with 2 stories. We have Phobia here, and we have Jerry, which I wasn't expecting that name, but I read the final drop and it's pretty good. So let's go through one by one.
Jerry
You've
wrote
all-
like 2 fics, and both of them are piggybacking off of something
Actually,
else.
this is his
Seriously,
only.
he
No,
needs
this
to
is
write something original.
This is his only fic. What are you talking about?
Then I'm just confused.
It's literally.
Still, we need to get him to write something completely original.
He is in high school in China.
Yes, I meant like after he's done with that.
Okay. And which is also why he's not here.
I am.
No,
All
a
right.
hired arsonist.
shall we get going?
We do remember that you made the meme. We'll shout you out. A hired arsonist made the meme.
I don't.
Really?
The
Oh my
pest meme.
gosh,
Yeah.
that's awesome. Good job. All right. Well, I'll resume now. As we've already covered a programmer's 15 daughters.
And
It is angst and hurt/comfort. Nice.
I mean, I wouldn't really call it angst. Well, I guess it is angst.
I mean,
I am working.
if it has really good angst in it, it doesn't have to be strictly an angst story. But if it has really good
I am
angst
working
in it,
on a new story that's just strictly angst. So
Oh,
Oh
I'm
no,
ready to die.
Yay!
I'm not ready.
I can
not
actually
ready.
like give you guys the title.
Oh no. Well,
I
what's
can't
the title?
remember.
Here we go
We
again.
both die at the end. That's the title.
I mean, very to the
That's
point, I guess.
straightforward.
Only Vettel?
I don't really do many character deaths.
Says the guy infamous for major character death on the fandom. Oh,
no, it's that one story, you know.
true.
Anyways, and I mean, we went over a programmer's 15 daughters, and the concept alone sounds like it could produce some good angst.
The amount of people in the comments who have told me they have cried reading this is insane. I don't know.
Oh my gosh.
I was like, it can't be that sad. I was like, because I'm never sad when I'm reading a fanfic ever in my life. So it's probably a me problem.
I just imagine Pog emotionlessly sitting there with like a
That's
blank
actually
expression on
really
his
me.
face.
Whenever it doesn't matter what type of genre. Whenever I'm like reading, watching, or doing something, I usually have an emotionless face.
Nice.
Damn, that's the complete opposite of me.
I'm sort of near him in that spectrum.
Well, I'm gonna go ahead and move on to the next one. Connection Lost by Shadrake. In this story, Nero and Evil are androids in some kind of world similar to Detroit Become Human, I believe. In this world, a virus sweeps the nation, infecting androids and causing them to go crazy. The ending is one of the most legendary in Neurofic, and I will not spoil it. I will not. But it is unbelievably tragic, and Shadrake is a very, very scary person when he wants to be. I mean,
Yes.
Spoiler: in the ending, Connor dies.
Oh my god. I can't believe you did this.
I will
Connor
say,
from Cyberlife.
I will say that I've like never played or really watched Detroit Become Human, or Cyberpunk anything. So the ideas for the setting was more or less just well, I don't know.
It came to me in a dream.
Yeah, I don't know where I got them from. I'm very happy with that story. Connection Lost was the first time in my life that I wrote a story, and I felt like I did the idea justice. So
You did. It was good.
You did.
It was one of my favorites that you've done.
That's
It
how
is
I
such a
felt.
good story.
Good job, our supreme ruler Shadrake.
Why are you? Okay, whatever.
Also, it's the almighty Shad.
We're all obligated to say that so that we don't get banned.
Right. Sure.
Supreme ruler God Emperor Shadrake.
All right. Let's keep it moving. Now, after Shadrake, we have our obligatory phobia story, and this is another one that kind of has spoilers.
Before you get into this, let's just we need to acknowledge something. For anyone who's read it, yeah, Pest is not on this list. We did the nominating before that story started.
Yeah.
I was wondering about that.
It would be on the list. I'm sure it would be on the list if we started after. And I'm planning on starting, if we do this again in a year, I'm going to start later and make the time period shorter for deciding things. But yeah, that's why Pest is not on here right now. I apologize.
2025, baby. Gonna write like 500k words.
So I apologize.
Actually, probably more considering how many I wrote last year.
I apologize for interrupting. Please continue.
You're good. So, with that said, now that we're done with Shadrake, we move on to our obligatory phobific. You Don't Need Me Anymore, Nero. This is another one that kind of has some spoilers, so I won't go too in-depth. But the essential premise of the story is that it's about accepting the past, and Phoebe does a great job of plugging at your heartstrings in this one. And if you haven't read it yet, you should.
Although it isn't finished.
Don't worry. Don't worry.
Like most of Phoebe's stories.
Don't worry. He has plans. He has plans. We're continuing it.
He has had plans since like a year ago.
I am still waiting.
This, I swear, y'all get better at finishing stories. Okay, I'm looking at everybody in this VC. Okay.
Asconite is good at finishing. Asconite is good at finishing stories. Asconite's good at finishing stories.
Okay, that's fair.
I have so far always finished every story I've ever written. Okay.
Yes, it's mainly me and Phoebe, to be honest.
I'm not good at doing sequels, but I am good at finishing at least the first part.
It's me and Phoebe. But I have 3 unfinished stories because I decided to stop starting new ones until I finish what I have.
I start a new series like every single other week.
Yeah, but you like actually finish things super quick, so.
Yeah, but like for you a week is like 10,000 new words. No, actually 100,000. So
and we merge
2 stories a week
faster than ChatGPT.
Yes.
Can we merge Pog, Shadrake, Phoebe, and Asconite together into like the ultimate neurofic writer? Is that a thing we can do? Is that an
Yeah,
option
that
on the
is
table?
inspiring.
No,
Output.
unfortunately not.
Unfortunately, that's
Is that
kind
insert
of
I will not spoil fic? Is that insert fic here reference?
I wonder how many words to be the father I never had is gonna be by the end of it.
I have gained an idea from this. I'm gonna poll which story from Fofi that he should like actually finish. I'm gonna.
Dude, he's
poll
never
that.
gonna finish anything, man.
Oh, don't worry. I can get him to finish a story.
Oh.
Hey, Meows, welcome.
Oh, yeah.
Hello.
We're in the middle of things.
Yo.
And D Double's here. Meows and D Double.
Right.
Congratulations.
Hello. I haven't slept
Hello.
in 58 hours.
In the middle
Double.
Can we just shout out D Double as being the one person to like actually read like every fic?
He is
I've
also
not-
No way.
I'm getting close.
Bro.
I'm close.
Who wants to speak first?
D double.
me.
Okay, hi Meows, what were you saying?
This is a big Rishi. How's the awards going?
Actually, Liam, do you want to just scroll back through the previous?
Sure.
Just show D Double and Meows and everyone.
Yeah,
Okay.
just let him know who won. or
We
stuff.
love reading.
Yeah, just-
Amazing.
Just show the winners for each.
You win for it.
Let's do the entire awards again, but this time in like 4 times speed.
Best fluff was Mission Be a Good Big Sister. Yeah. And best hurt/comfort was
Those are right about
Program
that one.
15 Daughters. Yeah. And now we're going through best angst. We're going through
Oh,
these.
shit. I have to go to school in an hour.
Well, all
Then
the,
I guess you can have this as breakfast entertainment.
Lightning round.
It's fucking Saturday.
Aw.
Ah. Yeah, I just feel like
Good
this is
time.
Saturday. What are you doing in school?
Extra material
Good
I am
that
time.
I don't even need. Because I'm already signed up to college.
What's
Hello,
going
Noel.
on?
Hello.
Hi, Narwhal.
Alright, y'all.
you have joined a presentation that's being recorded.
That is important to note.
Hi,
Right, let's keep it
Yeah.
rolling, guys.
All right.
The
Let's go.
the next one is we
We're at
Broken Code. We've already covered this one in Hurt/Comfort. We have The Final Drop. This is kind of a weird one because it's a fanfic of a fanfic.
Yeah, it's a continuation of a story that is nominated in another category, but is later.
And there's
So-
kind of a lot of spoilers surrounding it, so I can't speak too much on
what
it.
what I'll
like,
say is it has it's. You know what? Actually, I
No.
won't say anything.
Nero and you hang out in the treehouse. This is all I will say.
Sure.
And they, I love the part where the final drops.
All
The
right.
final
It's not
drop.
even school. It's literally just extra classes for 3 hours. Aw. It's like
Alright,
with
you-
a guest teacher, I guess. Oh, pain.
Ouch.
Speaking of pain, the story that brought the best kind of pain is. You can play the
The
music?
most, you mean?
About the best kind of
Yeah,
pain.
the most best.
Oh, what?
No, that's the most pain.
Oh no,
I
that
mean-
was the last slide. That was the last slide. Don't worry.
No, that was it. That's it.
That was it.
Best
I mean, I
angst is
figured.
Pog wins again.
But
Holy shit.
Yeah, but the same story.
Good job.
I mean, it's the Vic that everyone talks about.
Do a separate speech for this.
Repeat your entire
I
speech.
am
What is it with Pog sweeping? Oh my goodness.
It is not pork sweeping, it is this story sweeping.
This one thing is carrying me.
It's one thing.
There's one specific story.
We talked about how
Now
it's
imagine
basically
the
a Titan, you know, it's one of the most like infamous stories, you know. People really
Now
like
imagine the next category also has this story.
I mean, we can check what's in the next category.
Best action! Here we go. Cybersight, one of my personal favorites.
I
A story
love that
where
one.
Nero and Evil are parasites, with Beetle being there, like being their grower, I guess. I don't know what the term would be. It is super
Oh.
action-packed and exciting, and I would like to take this opportunity to demand that Phoebe finish this story,
Yes.
but he's not here, so like I guess that's
You can always watch the recording.
Phoebe, I'm speaking to you from the past. I'm speaking to you into the future. Finish this story, please. I need to know what happens. I need to
Fish.
see the continuation.
Fish,
Right.
do it.
Do it now.
Do it, I will shoot you. With a
I
fish
will
gun.
recite the entire low tier god speech. If needed.
You need to finish your fic now.
Finish your stuff.
I mean it with 100%, with 1000%.
The next one, Faster Than Light, Tale of Two Eyes. Two AIs. So for me, I actually slept on this one for a long time because the blurb didn't capture my attention. And I say that not to insult the author, but to say that this, if you have the same opinion as me, that the blurb doesn't catch your attention, you still need to read it because it really surprised me how well written it was. It deserves this nomination, 100%. It's a very good story.
Sci-fi one or something. I don't know.
It's
Could you help me with that? With modifying the blurb? I'm sorry for asking you again.
Sure thing.
I got like a 44-page document about lore for my world I'm working on. Just,
Weak.
I hate everything about myself.
Thank you for
You need at least 50.
By the way, Liam, thank you for your compliment.
no problem. It really, I really did enjoy it. The epic space battle, the character conflict, the drama. It was really good. I enjoyed it. You do need to rework that blurb, like, but it is a good story. I quite enjoyed it.
Right.
It brought me amusement.
The next one is Perfect Paradise, a perfectly happy story where Nero and friends live happy lives.
Yes, and also the story the final drop is based on.
Yeah, they live.
Wow, how
happily ever
weird!
after. Yeah,
Wow.
they all live happily ever after in a treehouse, just like you said.
Also authored by Askanite. Next one is Tower of Evil, an intense, tragic story about a world where evil Nero has taken over. Now it's up to Nero to save the day, and the blurb kind of makes you think that it's going to be lighthearted. I was very surprised when I read it because it was like super, super intense, very dark. Hats off to you, Shadrake. Like, I mean, it was really good. Really enjoyed it.
I mean, look at the first two paragraphs. Like, what the fuck, Shad? Can't just do that.
Huh? What did I miss? Huh?
We were talking about how the premise for Tower of Evil sounds like a fun, adorable sort of action-packed story, and like it is really dark and intense once you actually read the story.
Yeah, sorry, I went to grab food and then went to the washroom. So I missed what was happening.
I just
Can you answer for your crimes?
What thing that happens in the fic is just like, what the fuck? Why?
I mean, it wasn't supposed to be late, but also, so the thing about this one is it was written for.
For the
it was written
first
for
thing, right?
yeah, for the first writing contest that we held, and so we had a below 4,000 word limit, and so some stories were affected by that, and this one was too. So yeah, like if it feels like it's just a lot of things condensed in,
I didn't think that.
That's probably
No, I thought it was a good one shot. I thought
It's
the
not
pacing
about
was
that.
actually good.
I meant more the lava mode.
Okay. Whatever.
Next one is Free from Humanity, another epic Shadrake story about the end of the world, this time from the perspective of Filion. And can we take a second to point out how great Shadrake is? What a guy. I mean,
Yes.
like he's like in every single one of these nominations in like every single genre. Super flexible. I mean, props to him.
Yeah, he's even better than me.
Rigged.
All hail to the Overgod.
Stop calling me that.
All hail the Almighty Cross.
Hail the Messiah.
So about this story, I have a funny story about how it came to be.
Sure.
Yeah.
How was
Sure.
Hop off.
One morning I woke up and just instantly this story was in my head out of nowhere. So I rushed, I almost ran straight to my computer, but I rushed to get ready for the day, went on my computer, and just wrote it all at once. That never happened.
That was your muse. That was your muse knocking down your front door and screaming the story idea into your head.
Yeah, that does
Sometimes
not.
it just be like that.
That does not normally
Like
happen to
this
me.
now.
It's like never happened to me with any other story. This is probably the second time in my life that happened. Actually, yeah. So
Evil invaded
Sometimes
your
the
brain.
only just doesn't ask anymore.
I mean, yeah.
Bobby!
Clap.
the guy who's
Homie!
the guy who fell asleep after his alarms and isn't here.
So,
Yay.
Goldie, you in the
He
future,
fell asleep?
you
What?
I don't know.
Maybe this will finally get him to actually continue the fic.
Phoebe
honest-
definitely deserves the win. He did a great
Yep.
job with this story.
Let's just
Honestly, I like basically every story that was nominated from this. Like, really, this was probably one of my hardest choices.
Really?
Yeah.
Just because of how many good stories there were in this
Yeah,
category?
they are all great.
They are. They are.
I will say, at the very least, Phoebe is still writing. Like he's still writing Neurofics.
Yes.
He
yes.
has not stopped that yet. He may not be working on these, but at least he's working on Pest, and he's stuck with this one longer than any other one, pretty much. So
Yes. Maybe he'll
I
actually
hope he
manage to
finishes
finish
it.
We might
For
have
once.
hope yet.
we have hope.
All right.
He will finish.
The
Next
Adventures
one.
of Hot Water Phobia, A New Hope.
Oh, speaking of
Get
adventures,
ready to go to school, you guys. Good luck on your awards.
Have fun.
thank you.
Fun.
Best of luck. So speaking of adventures, the next category is actually Best Adventure. The first one is yet another Asconite story.
Whoa.
Yay.
Artificial Heroes, a fun adventure fantasy AU story featuring literal turtle Beetle and superpowered Neuros. Awesome AU, very imaginative.
Very much.
It is literally original. The original name is literally the obligatory Neuro Summer Fantasy AU, because that's what it is.
Right. I'm still stealing that idea. Is it still available?
Yes, of course, it's always available.
Very well.
Next one is Faster Than Light, which we've already gone over.
Right?
After that, Dungeons and AI. Another one of my personal favorites. I'm noticing that a lot of my personal favorites are written by Phoebe. I think I might have a slight bias, but you know.
I just wish you could finish shit.
So Phoebe
Yeah.
draws us
Can we
into
let
this
go of
one.
that? Can we let go of that?
Probably is becoming a stale joke, but you know that's
What
what
do you
we're
mean
all
it's-
about.
What do you mean? It's been stale since for the last one year that he's done it.
Oh no!
Wait, sorry, I missed that. What?
It's been stale since he started abandoning stories.
Can I continue to roast Phoebe? He's gonna watch this recording and he's just gonna be like, "Why,
dude?
Why?
Dungeons and AI is like one of, if not my favorite story. So he better finish it.
Right. Right.
It's
what we
such an
say about
interesting
every
premise.
story of this.
Dude, Phoebe is like Goku. Everyone's always talking about him, but he's not actually there ever.
Can I put the flamethrower down for a second? We have an award show to go through.
Phoebe.
What do you mean? Never.
Okay. Continuing. So the brief summary for this is that it's essentially an isekai, where Nero is basically a goddess, Beetle is some kind of chosen hero, and the rest of the Neuroverse makes an appearance, and it's all written with his usual level of high quality. It's an excellent read. I'm waiting for updates. I'll be waiting a long time. The next one, unless anybody wants to say anything.
No, that's pretty much.
All right. The Hell We Helped Create. Hog dips his shoes into politics and adventure with this one. I would like to note that there is one chapter for this story, and it has over 40,000 words. This is the one we were making fun of in the opening. Pog, my man, what are you doing? What is working in your mind?
Chapter 2 is coming any day now, okay? It's taking a while, but it's coming.
Man, I love that one shot.
So, I guess what just inspired this is I just wrote. So, interesting thing, fun fact, my girlfriend was the one who came up with the setting.
Really?
Yeah, she just we were just talking about random stuff because I have nearly 30 drafts of stories I've never posted that I'm probably never gonna post. But
So you're like the opposite of Phoebe.
Yeah, I was I'm not sure how many words that add up, but basically I think this was one fic where it was I wanted to make a dystopian fic, and she said, oh, well, so she basically just gave me the idea for it, and yeah, I just decided to write it.
Does she read your fanfics?
Huh?
Does she read your fanfics? I'm curious.
Yeah, she pretty much reads every single one of them.
Wow, that is serious dedication.
But yeah, she gave me the idea for it, and then she gave me the setting. Other than that, I've pretty much written all of it in about 2 weeks, I believe. Span of 2 weeks, I believe. I don't remember. It's been a long time.
Wow. Was it during one of your famous breaks where you totally didn't write anything for a month?
I mean, well, if it means anything, I didn't really I wrote, but I wrote a lot less than I usually did. I did have a lot of drafts that I wanted to post, so.
Fine.
We need Phoebe to outline the story, and we need Pog to write it out, and it would be the ultimate combination. That's what we need.
Apparently.
Right.
So, how about you
music?
put the music on so I can punch my dragons?
Dramatic music engages.
Ah.
Punching. Roar.
I have a
2,
plan.
1.
Faster than light. Tale of two
Oh!
AIs.
Congratulations.
Oh, okay.
Let's,
Huh.
let's get some claps. Let's get some claps.
Okay.
You did it.
Askanite double. Get up here with me. You two deserve this as much as I do. For
Nah.
the many first draft I put you through.
Oh, fair enough. But seriously, good.
Yeah, the many first draft I put you through. I would also call Shrimp, but apparently he left at some point.
I think he was having connection issues.
Yeah.
Maybe.
So yeah, this is
Yeah.
my brainchild. The first fic I ever wrote. Well, the first fic I ever published. No, that's Dreams of the AI. What fic is this? Yeah, this is the second fic I ever I have ever published. And also the idea came to me when I was going to I was reading through the fic the fic idea story, and I saw a completely different idea by Askanite. I want to try writing that, but then I replayed my favorite game, Faster Than Light, and I decided I want to write about that instead.
Honestly, fair enough.
So yeah, this one, it began as most do, under Shedrick's tutelage. Unfortunately, it kind of ran wild out of his hand right now because he's not reading as many fics as he did before. So I switched to Askanite.
Yep.
As my brother reader. And me and Askanite and D Double and Shrimp has discussed many things about this. It's very, very well discussed, and hopefully I have the fortitude to finish this. Finish the almost 70 chapter I have for this.
Jeez.
I think the word you're searching for is dexterity, but wait, no. Endurance? Endurance.
Yeah, I think.
Perseverance.
Yeah, I
That
think.
Determination.
Perseverance and creativity to write 60 plus more chapters of this, and hopefully make it good.
Awesome.
Did
Thank
goal.
you. Thank you. And we appreciate your words. We appreciate you coming out and speaking here. Thank you for writing this story. It's really awesome to see you contribute to the community. And thank you for thanking the people who were involved in your story, you know? Like, I think that's awesome that you paid them so much credit. Thank you for that.
Yeah, it's the discussion, man. It's the discussion that I.
Everybody
do with
remember, you can ping at Beta Reader.
See, I am
It
the
is an
total
option.
opposite, man. I don't show anybody. I just publish it, and y'all have beta readers and stuff. I'm like, I can't wait for that. It needs to be it needs to go up now.
Dude,
Relatable.
beta reading is the only quality assurance I have.
Yep, same here.
I don't do quality assurance. I rip.
DW, you're allowed to talk.
I'm dying though.
What?
Oh no.
What's wrong?
Oh no.
Are you
Did the
sick?
slug get you?
No.
You have to defend yourself better
No,
from
the
the
slug
slug's
got
assassins.
him.
Damn.
Damn, the slugs got him.
Yeah. Apparently.
Well, with that, why don't we move to the next?
I think that is a good idea. Let's move to best plot.
Best plot. Wow, I haven't seen any of these stories before.
So 3 of these we have already seen, as Urza has noted, Cybersight, Perfect Paradise, and Connection Lost. So I won't go into depth on that. But this is the first appearance of our juggernaut, the way she's turning our lives upside down. This story, if you don't know it already, which I would be
you
very
mean
surprised
Turing?
about. Yeah, Turing, yeah. Has the notable distinction of having the highest number of kudos of any neurofic. I think like by far, I think it has like 400, and the second place has what, 200?
Well, it also has 3 times the hits of second most viewed.
Yep. So
It is basically the longest running fic we have.
And we haven't even gotten out of the first arc. I need fanbase to update. I need him to him.
Yeah, unfortunately, he left.
What?
He's still active. Like he's still active, but he's no longer on the server.
Yeah.
Oh man.
So there's no direct pipeline to him.
I have a pipeline to him, but it's fine.
All right, Liam, ask Askanite.
Askanite, you need to tell him to update more frequently.
Don't worry, I'm a fan of this story too. I tell him that all the time. But since he isn't here, I want to say something about what this fic actually means to me.
Sure, go ahead.
Because this fic is actually very much inspired by the first fic I ever wrote, which is oh fuck it, I forgot the name. Whatever. But and honestly, this fic is also what made me keep being an author and improve as an author. Because I just saw like this. Basically, this fic showed me what I could achieve, or what I should strive to achieve, and I did. So yeah.
Yep.
This
and
fic actually
now
means
you're
a lot
here.
to me.
That's great. Thank you, Askanite. Thank you for telling us about that. With that, the next one is Dearest Diary. And this is another one that I slept on when it came out. But it is, I really regret not reading it at the time because it is good. It's really good. It starts out like it starts out like a cute, fluffy story, but takes a turn in a very interesting direction. It's one shot. So, like, if you haven't read it yet, you have no excuse. Read it.
It's only 4,000 words because it's the other one that also submitted for the second fanfic writing competition.
Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah. Yeah. And you know this one is going to do it because there was actual money on the line.
Really? That you guys were betting? Really?
Sorry, what? I just got back. I had to go downstairs.
Drake, we need to talk about your poor life decisions.
What?
Yeah. The decision to make the second Neuroverse Fanfic has money rewards. That is the poor life decision we are talking about today.
Who brought that up?
Me.
Why?
Because I need to talk about it. The Dearest Diary is literally on the screen.
What does that have to do with this?
I have no answer for that.
Alright, so I guess we move on then.
Dearest Diary.
Okay.
Oh, can I say something about that? Dearest.
Oh, sure.
Dude,
go ahead. Go ahead.
This story messed me up. Did anyone mention the thread we have right now?
I
We have a thread on it.
I can mention it right now.
We have a thread for solving the mysteries of this story.
That is hilarious.
We still have not figured it out. So if anyone wants to help us with this mystery, please do.
I mean, this is not exactly FNAF lore. There's nothing, no stories comes after this, I think.
No, it's trust me, it's very confusing and detailed. Anyways,
but super intriguing.
Yeah.
It is super headache inducing.
We did a like reading of it. It was Ask an ID Double Info. We did a reading of it, and I recorded it with with fittingly ominous music, and we shared it. And I think did I post that to YouTube yet? I want to post it to YouTube.
I don't think you have.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, should we start the music then?
Yeah.
All right. 10, 9,
I have a cheese
8,
grater.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Woo!
I mean,
Let's get a clap.
with,
Let's get some claps.
with the amount of kudos this story and everything you said, is there any question? I mean, you said how popular how this story is.
It is a super popular story, and it deserves that title. I think it is. I think it includes all of the elements that like make neurofic. Like it includes the character relationships that you would hope for between Annie and Neuro. It includes Neuro developing as a character. It includes an interesting plot. It's a great story.
Right.
And it well deserves the win.
Plot is good. Let's move on.
The next one, best characters. Again, we have some familiar names here, but we have 3 unfamiliar ones.
Oh, come on.
What? Who just said that?
I don't know who said that. I think that was Pog, maybe. Looking at a programmer's $15.
Yeah, I think that was
probably it's probably going to win again, right?
Oh, boy.
Let's be honest with ourselves.
We have first up, as we already mentioned, a programmer's $15, which, you know, just like Pog sweep as usual.
It has like the biggest set of characters, so like I've had to like improvise how many characters I needed to put into it.
Why 15, by the way?
It's an oddly specific number.
I have no idea why I decided to write this fic in the first place. Usually, it always comes because of the shower. Like the shower is usually right.
The shower is powerful for that.
And I was like, I already like wanted to write a story where Vito is going to die in a month because of an illness, but I was like, but I don't want to write like 100k word fic with just Vito, Nero, and Evil. So I was like, no, what? I'm just gonna add more daughters.
Damn. No, because Vito doesn't have any friends, as we all know.
Any, Mini, all server, all of them are just like, what?
Yeah, and Vito doesn't actually visit them at all.
Not only did Vito ruin 2 perfectly good friendships with his daughters, he ruined all 15 of them, so it was like kind of funny. But it's like, I was like, in order to make this more bittersweet, I'm just gonna add a lot of daughters.
Damn.
The ending went through like 30 rewrites, so I don't know.
All right. Let's move to the next one. Speaking of, I have no good transition. Speaking of Asconite, I guess. Speaking of Asconite, creepy crawlies in your closet. A fascinating AU where Nero and Evil are mutants. My personal favorite part is the characterization of Evil and Nero. I think the relationship between the two is really interesting. Kind of reminds me of Connection Lost, actually. What do you guys think?
Yeah, it's good that you want to mention the inspiration for this story.
Yes.
Yeah, the Neuropede art.
Yeah, it is the Neuropede. An insidious creature that someone by the name of Shadrake has insidiously planted into my mind, and it will not leave.
That was not my fault. I thought you were gonna.
Pacha and Beetle are both responsible.
Yeah,
for this.
I thought you were gonna credit Pacha, the artist, who invented it.
I mean, I do. That's what I just did. But seriously, this strange bug creature. It just popped in. It was in my mind, and it just wouldn't leave, and I had to write about it.
It is.
Creepy crawlies in your
an
mind.
earworm. Or
Yeah, it's a creepy crawly in my mind. Yeah. I know more fact about centipedes than ever before because
I
of
was
this
about
fic.
to make a joke, but it's not that.
All right. With that said, and with our obligatory also authored by Askanite mentioned, let's move on to Binary Bonds, yet another Phoebe story. The story tracks Neuro after Vettel falls into a coma and she's forced to make ends meet. It's a story about innocence meeting the darkness. Disturbing, eerie, but undeniably captivating. I was hurt by this one. It hurt me to read this one.
Honestly, I think it's
even more
quite
so
funny.
than Pest.
Honestly, I think it's quite funny.
What?
Especially the latest chapter.
Dude,
Like, you have to
Brett
admit,
is
you have to admit that Camilla is a star in this one.
Camilla is a terrible person in this one.
I love
That's
I love the way Neuro is written in Binary Bonds. It's one of my favorite Neuros in all fanfics.
Oh, that's true.
Honestly,
That's true.
yeah, it is. She has just no idea what's going on.
It's a really interesting characterization of Neuro.
She also like still does the clapping back at people in clever ways. So
What I think is most interesting about Phoebe, about Neuro's characterization in this one, is that Phoebe perfectly manages to capture like Neuro at her more kind of primal state, without like having it feel sort of awkward at all. Like it feels extremely natural when you're reading through it.
I'm not sure what you mean.
I think he means like this most simple mindset.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, like there's some fics where I feel like they kind of it feels like there are two routes that are taken when it comes to Neuro characterization. One is you essentially make her more human, or you make her sort of more AI/robotic. And the problem with the more AI/robotic route, it seems to me, like in my opinion, like this is totally my opinion, is that the more AI thing, it kind of sounds artificial when you're reading it through the lens of a novel. Like when you hear it in a stream, that's one thing. When you hear it in a clip, it feels normal. But like you transliterate that onto a novel, and like when you see it written out, it always came off as kind of awkward to me. So I think one of the things that's impressive about Binary Bonds, in my opinion, is that it managed to take that extremely robotic Neuro, that extremely single-minded, simple Neuro, and it managed to make it very natural feeling. You don't notice that Neuro is characterized that way. Like you don't see it physically jump out at you. Rant finished.
Right. So yeah. What about this 987 household?
987 household. So this is the antidote to Binary Bonds. Like after I was traumatized after reading Binary Bonds, because that one did hurt me.
I didn't think that one was that like super emotionally charged. Personally,
Yeah, on Phoebe, as far as Phoebe fics go, this is really tame actually.
Agree.
It objectively speaking, it is, but it like personally affected me for some reason. Like, it just personally hit me where it hurts. So it was really good to read 987, the 987 household after that, because this 987 household is just pure wholesome fluff about the daily life of Vettel and his family.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I mainly wrote it for. I mean, to be fair, I kind of like first read fics, and I was like, damn, like a good like 50% of these are pretty depressing. And I'm like, damn, I want to read something happy for once. And I was like, well, what else better than just read it myself?
Yep.
Makes sense.
And you did a
Makes
good
sense.
job. It's a really happy story.
Right.
Yeah, I didn't expect a lot of traction for the most part because it was just random daily things that people did. I enjoyed writing a lot of things. The main thing I enjoyed when writing them is just more or less their clothing and all that stuff and things like that. But yeah,
Interesting.
That's awesome. Thank you. Thank you for speaking. The last one on the list is Artificial Heroes, obligatory, authored by Askanite.
×2.
And if anybody wants to speak about any of the stories, feel free to mention it. But if not, I will start the timer, or not timer. Start the music.
All right, start it.
Okay.
Let's go. Maybe I shouldn't play with the light.
3, 2, 1, 0. Oh no, I skipped over it. Okay, there we go. Creepy
There we
crawlies
go.
in your closet.
Creepy crawlies.
Yet another Askanite W.
Common Aspenite
Neurope
W.
reigns supreme, I guess.
Askanite, would you like to come up and give your third or fourth
Fire.
speech of the
My
night?
second.
Oh yeah, second. Would you like to give your second winning victory speech of the night?
Yes, again, as I have said before, I would like to dedicate this award to Frederick, and who actually, again, it gave me the brain virus that is the Neuropede, and who also wrote what it means to be human, which is basically the setup for this universe in general.
Oh.
Secondly, I would like to thank Patra, because, again, that's the guy who created Neuropede. Actually, I don't know their gender. Whatever. And lastly, I would like to thank Neuropede for being an incessant annoyance that I can't stop thinking about.
Okay.
Nice. All right.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Askanite. Thank you so much. And with that, we'll move to the next one. Best Atmosphere. Now, all
I don't
of
think
these
that's
we
best atmosphere.
already touched on, so
I'd
don't think
I'd like to say
talk
that's not
about
best atmosphere.
what?
I'd like to say that's not best atmosphere.
Yeah.
That is
what?
true. That is world building.
Oh, sorry, I skipped over. Sorry, in my notes I have them arranged wrong. Yeah, it is best world building. Thank you. Thank you for calling me out on that.
I just wanted to shout out Jerry because he suggested best atmosphere and best world building as categories.
Oh.
I mean, fair enough. Those are really good aspects.
Right. A big thanks to Jerry. Jerry, if you're watching this in the future, we would like to give you a big thank you for suggesting those. Now, with that said, let's play the music. Oh, okay. Well, that was by accident. Yay! Askanite won again. Woo!
Neuropede does it again.
He does it a double dip.
Askanite, would you like to give another victory speech?
Sure. I would like to thank my beta readers. In particular, the double, for sticking to my side during this one. Also,
Sweet.
there was a lot of... Also, I would like to thank Jerry, because he's awesome. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Askanite. So, do you have enough room on your shelf for all the trophies?
I don't have a shelf, but I can get one installed.
All right, good to know. Next one up is actually best atmosphere. Okay, so the first one on the list is A Normal Sunrise, which is a beautiful, haunting story set millions of years in the future, long after humanity has disappeared. And it is written by the same person who did the diary one, which I didn't notice until just now.
I think it is also for a writing contest, actually.
No, this one wasn't for a writing contest.
Oh, really?
No, it
Oh.
wasn't.
Banner
Thought it was.
Sigma.
No, it
Sigma.
wasn't. Vanner Sigma is actually a mod on Neuro's Discord.
This
Really?
is true. He also
yeah.
does a lot of like
True.
programming stuff, like
I remember.
on the Neurocord.
And he's also a super talented writer. Wow.
Yeah.
Awesome. That's super cool. Okay. We'll move on to the next one. Cybersight we've already covered. Empty Space. I have here like notes that I've been reading off of, and it just says here, Shadrake, this one traumatized me, and that's all I will say on the matter. I would like to mention that I reread several of these fics to make sure I was ready for this, and this one broke me, period.
Oh wait,
So-
you did reread it. It was, you didn't have anything to say?
that's what I had to say.
I
is
have
that this
stuff to
traumatized me. If somebody else would like to say anything, that's okay. Feel free to.
Yeah.
I'm gonna like curl up in a corner. And...
Now think twice before you delete any.
So, yeah, for one, Shadrake, this one is really good, as
Oh.
basically everything you do is.
What? Oh.
Yes.
Also, it
On
has
the
some
other-
earnfish.
On the other hand, this one is kind of fucked up. But I guess I can't complain since it very much mirrors an older one shot of mine, which is equally as fucked up. So, good job.
Also, it has an
Way better.
earnfish.
Congratulations.
And I
Oh
know
yeah,
it was-
that's Mage's favorite thing about it. Yeah, it's the as far as I'm aware, the only neurofic that has the fish.
Oh yeah, that is true. So I guess we gotta invent a new category: best fish appearance. So
Cedric
what
would
can
by
we do
default.
Just one mascot that we parade around.
All right. With that said, and with the trauma successfully dealt with and suppressed, I would like to move to the next one, the final drop, which we've already talked about. So play the music,
Play the music.
and then go to the next one. Cyberside Beetle Plug. Oh my gosh! Phoebe!
Cyberside again.
Phoebe!
Phoebe, fucking
Where are
finish
you?
Is this 3?
It's been 2 hours.
I think it is this first.
Ah, here we go. Everyone jump
Who
him.
just joined? Who just
Phoebe.
joined?
Phoebe,
Phoebe, Phoebe.
Everyone
Wait,
jump him.
What? Really?
Phoebe!
Get him.
Yeah, he's 2 hours in. Everyone jump him.
Phoebe, don't you dare fall asleep again.
Oh, he's actually here. You know the
Oh
amount
my gosh.
we've probably said your name more than anybody else's name, to be honest. Like, and not just because of the stories.
Don't finish.
We just keep talking about your writing and how good it is and how you inspired people and.
Oh,
We
you
also
never
keep
finish anything?
dunking on you. We keep dunking on you for not finishing a story too.
But we're also saying more nice things about you, and we
True,
keep bringing you up. And you missed
That's
most of,
not
and you missed most of this. You missed most of it.
This is Cyberside's second win.
Phoebe,
What is wrong
I
with
want you to know that you won the comedy in spirit because you inspired the winner's fic. So,
you took
you also
part
won
in
the comedy.
you took part in inspiring or creating all 4 of the comedy stories. So
Yeah,
you kind
everybody
of
traces back to you.
all 4 of the comedy stories were like inspired by you, or you know, you wrote it. So
Yeah, you won twice with this one fake. And I think you won with another one as well. I don't remember exactly which one.
yes, you're gonna need to watch the recording. Lucky for you, I am recording.
I was talking about how much binary bonds messed me up, man. Okay.
And then we said,
You hurt
and then
me.
we told you that it was not that emotional of a story.
I'm back. Holy shit, he's right here. Wow.
Yeah, he is right here, and I want to punch him.
I thought you wanted to punch a dragon.
I have punched a dragon.
What?
Next, I will punch the phobia.
What is punching a dragon a metaphor for? I need to know. What
do
have
mean
you been doing?
metaphor?
Literal? There's just been... Oh, well, it is Germany, right? It is Germany. I
Yeah.
guess there are lots of
There are
dragons
hidden
just
dragons.
chilling out.
What?
I'm sure
Yes.
they got dragons in Germany.
Yeah, of course.
They got dragons in Germany before GTA 6.
What?
Also, the Phoebe
What
do
we
a
never realized
victory
is
speech yet?
You've never heard of the Nibelungen
Oh
saga?
yeah, Phoebe has to do a victory as like a award speech.
Oh, that's
It's a
true.
victory speech
Phoebe.
or a victory screech. There's no
Phoebe.
escape.
You
Get
joined.
your ass up
All the way
here.
You
back.
joined.
All the
I
way back.
mean, everyone who's here has been doing them, sort of.
We
And
need
you-
to get a victory speech.
And you got here right as we revealed your story 1, so yeah.
Cybersight
They need to go all the way
won
back.
another
Look what every
category as
single
well.
victory.
So you owe us 2.
yeah, you need to give
Actually,
us two.
Give us 2.
Give us 2.
Separate speeches.
We need to go back.
Imagine this must be similar to how Vovgus felt.
Show him all the
How
all the
Vovgus
trophies he
felt.
got.
Just wakes up and immediately is assaulted
Where
by...
is Vovgus?
Where is...
Where is he?
Guys,
Where is he?
You should go back and show him all the trophies he's got.
guys, where is Vovgus? No, don't go back. He has to watch the video to see who won.
Ah, gotcha.
Right.
But he should know what he won for this category at least.
Your gelatin brain right now?
This is best atmosphere. You won best atmosphere,
Dragon.
Phoebe.
Dragon. Oh, you punched a dragon! That's crazy.
Oh my gosh.
I can't believe the dragon abuse here.
I've said like 100,000 words to you just now, and you're only now realizing.
Phoebe, for real. Are we gonna get a speech? Seriously, can we get a speech, please? If you feel up to it.
I will mention it's 5 a.m. there.
If you can't do it, we understand. If you can't do it, we understand. But if you can,
It could be one
please,
word
please
if you
do.
really want to.
Yes, fish. A speech.
Can I speak
Of course you can.
in text?
No,
We will allow it.
Do it.
Okay, then I will read it.
What an honor.
Okay.
So what did Cybersight win for right now?
Best atmosphere.
This is best atmosphere. This one. You did a great job with that, by the way. It was really good.
It was. It seriously was. It deserves the win.
Alright, then let's go. Hello, my name is Ottwaterphobia,
No, it's
No,
not.
it's not. It's Asconite.
Can't believe you would lie to me.
more commonly known as the tasty fillet mignon.
Are you actually tasty?
I'm tasty.
And thank you for that wonderful question. I truly believe that the world would be better
The suspense is killing me.
if more people just talk to all I'm typing with gelatin brain.
Whoa.
If more people just what? Phoebe, can you explain how that would work in practice?
Oh my god. How many?
Anyways, I love you all.
Heart.
Cybersight was generally just a passion project by mixing three fandoms, LMFAO. I didn't expect it to work so ill. Thanks, y'all. Cat.
Thank you very much, Phoebe.
Cat kiss.
Man, can we get some claps for
Oh,
Phoebe?
we forgot. Yeah, we didn't do the. We didn't.
That's awesome. Thank you for speaking, Phoebe. We appreciate it.
They were distracted by Phoebe.
It was a well-earned win. All right. With that said, we need to move on. We need to move on to best story.
Oh, final one.
And all of these are ones that we have already done.
Yeah.
So I
What
don't
is the
need
definition
to.
of this, right, by the way?
I assume it would just be best in terms of quality, right?
Yeah, just best
I
overall.
thought it was just, just best.
Just best overall. Yep.
So before I start playing the music, I want to briefly recognize a few people. Askanite, Shadrake, and Phoebe have carried the Neurofic scene. I remember reading Askanite's stuff way back when he was first releasing them and just being enraptured by his amazing work. Phoebe has brought the scene to the next level with his amazing talent and his several stories of various different genres. And Shadrake is not only a great author, a highly prolific author, but he has stewarded this community and provided this opportunity for all of us, right, to get together and to celebrate Neurofic. And one more thank you, Pi, for his work on the voting site and the slides. So thank you guys. Like,
everyone,
you guys did an amazing.
Thank you, Pi.
All of you have
Hooray.
done an amazing job, and I really
You're
appreciate
welcome.
it. And I'm sure everybody else does. With that said, it is time to do the winners, or the winner of Best Story.
I don't know how this goes.
This is still a Final Fantasy song. You can't tell me otherwise. I'm seeing the action commands. Hell yeah! Woo! Let's go!
I mean,
Fire.
the moment you said this has three times as many hits as anything else, I mean, that has to be it, right?
As we all know, award shows are all popularity contests.
I mean, obviously.
Yeah.
Nonetheless, the way she's turning our lives upside down was a landmark piece of work. It is in #1, and it's inspired a lot of the people who have who've posted works here. I think it deserves the win. I think it does.
Yeah.
Honestly, me too. I
With
voted
that
for it.
said,
Yep. Yeah. This is what I.
oh, are we revealing which ones we voted for?
No.
Oh, okay,
I'm not
okay.
revealing that to anyone.
I mean, you can if you want to. You don't have to. We're
I
going
mean,
to be.
I
We're
could
going to.
reveal-
Me and Pi. Pi has the, like, actual vote counts. We can share that.
I also have everyone's vote. I see all your votes.
Yeah.
Yep.
I guess this is the after party.
Yeah, me and Pi can. Well, I will say we there's one thing we haven't done yet, and that is give a big golf clap thank you to Liam for making this such an amazing thing.
Oh yeah.
Go.
Thank you. That's
Uh,
kind of you. Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank
I was
you.
totally lost,
Keep
and
fighting.
you not just made it okay, you made it great. You did a great job. Thank you.
You turned my
I appreciate that.
Kind of
You better
kind of
believe
Yeah,
bad
you're
right
good.
into
You're good.
good.
There was a lot of people talking at the same time.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah,
You
you're
turned my
good.
okay kind of bad slides into something good. Good job.
Now let's not insult the slides. Pi did a great job with those slides. Let's be real.
They are very,
It's only
very
fine to insult it if I insult it.
gear.
No one else is allowed to insult it.
I love gear.
I adhere
Alright.
to the Nero branding.
I think there would be a few more hearts if that was the case.
I
that's
feel
yes.
lazy to make hearts.
Oh, I forgot to do the last slide actually. The end Neurowave.
Very important.
Damn.
I'm glad you showed that.
Yeah.
It was very important. So I guess this is the after party now. We're just chilling. I guess this is the end.
Yay.
Oh, shouldn't I do a closing? Oh, thank you all for coming here. Thank you all for listening through me awkwardly doing the hosting and being so kind as to clap for me despite some of the more awkward moments. Thank you to all of the writers
What awkward moments?
who have who's playing that? Stop. Thank you to all the writers. Seriously, I'm trying to be sincere. Thank you to all the writers who have contributed to this fandom. They have done such an amazing job. Askanite, Shadrake, all of them. Every single person. Not just the winners, but the nominees as well. Thank you to the readers who have been supporting the works. Thank you to the beta readers who have been providing feedback. And just thank you to all of you right now for attending.
And
with that,
watching this back.
Yeah, true. And to everybody listening to the recording, thank you all for coming here. Thank you. And with that, I think I will declare the ceremony to be over officially. Thank you.
Well, let's go.
I love you.
So I just missed the whole thing. Jeez.
Oh no!
I feel alright. We gotta do it again. Can we do it again?
I did
Yeah,
let
okay,
people know at
this
the time
time,
it
Yeah,
was
let's go all the way back. Let's just do
I'm
it again.
sorry.
Honestly,
I was
we-
roasting marshmallows.
honestly we had a good turnout.
Yeah.
Right?
Even Phoebe showed up.
Shadrake did record. Shadrake did record. So if you want to watch
I'm
it,
gonna
Oh,
have
yeah.
to go back.
So
I'm gonna have
when
to
is
go
the
back and watch
recording
that.
going?
And
I
it's gonna
mean,
take a
I
little-
mean, I can upload it right now. As soon as I stop recording, I haven't stopped yet.
Ah, I see.
hi YouTube.
Bye, everyone.
Hi
Hi,
YouTube.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye YouTube.
People in the past, future. Fuck.
Oh, should I stop recording? Is that what you want me to do?
Yeah, I think it's
I guess
enough
so.
for-
I mean,
Unless you want to let everyone say hi to future people.
this is kind of awkward.
I don't think it's that awkward. Yeah, so if we are all still around a year from now, I don't want to make any assumptions. I would hope we are, but if it comes around again, we will do this again. I've learned some lessons about how to do this better, I think.
Right?
And we have learned that Liam is definitely a good idea for
Yes,
the next.
you're gonna host again.
All right.
Pop off,
Alright.
Liam.
I'm up for it.
Thank you for volunteering, by the way. I was asking around for a while, too. I was like... I had people who said, like, oh, I mean, if you don't find anybody, I can do it. But then you actually wanted to. And I was like...
I mean, I would have been
Thank
interested,
you.
but I feel like I'm a biased party.
I'm biased too. I mean, but nonetheless, I think Ask and I could have been a great host. I think all of you guys could have been a great host. It was just luck of the draw, and I'm glad that all y'all seem to appreciate it and that it seemed to turn out okay.
It turned out great, I
It
think.
was fun.
It's not bad.
Yeah.
I mean, it was scuffed, but I appreciate that.
The idea was not to have it be some crazy professional thing.
Yeah, exactly. And like,
As you can see
the
from the
fact
slide.
it was scuffed, that was not your fault. That was ours.
See, now I regret missing it.
Anyway, so the archive archives all the nominees and winners will be up in I don't know how long, because I still need to get Shad to write some little intro blurbs, whatever, for each of the pages.
Yeah.
Actually, that is a good point.
You asked me for that during this, so, you know, I couldn't exactly
That's
do
true.
it during this.
What did we
I don't
actually win?
expect you to like do this during this, okay? I didn't expect you to do that.
What did
I
you
should
say?
have asked earlier.
Did you say what did we win? The people who won get to put on their story that they won, in their summary if they
Okay.
want. In your summary.
Bragging rights.
I am fine with that.
Ultimate rights.
It is a
Updating my fic now.
It is a mark of quality.
Nice.
It's award-winning.
I mean, people can say they were nominated too if they want to. You don't have to have one.
You are a winner.
But say you're nominated, not you won.
Yeah.
I don't think I will do that.
It's up to you.
Yeah.
It would be a bit much, I think.
What do you mean you have no idea how you won? You are an amazing writer, Augustin.
Dude, you are genuinely one of the best ones here.
Yeah.
Like I wrote like one of your fics, but I could tell, like, I didn't like it, but I could tell it was at least it was of good quality.
Right.
Don't underestimate that.
I can't wait for the next one. I'm looking forward to hear your voice getting nominated, and that's going to be very interesting.
I'm looking forward to Pest winning Best Angst.
I can't wait for the author of
Yeah,
that fic to get
try
their
to write more
victory.
angst for this. I'll write more angst. Let's go.
There are many words I can write in 2025.
I wanna kill Noro again.
I'm planning to write I'm writing the Beetle X Staz one shot, so I'm hopeful that'll get me the best comedy.
There's always next year.
Well, there's always next year. So yeah.
So what you're saying is we need to write even more for there to be even more fics be nominated.
We need more fluff fics. There needs to be a 24-way tie next time.
But by the way, can I just say something? Is the recording off?
I can turn it off.
It's still on. I
I
thought you
got
turned it off like 5 minutes ago.
I never said that. Okay, I will turn it off now. Goodbye, everyone.
Goodbye, everyone.
YouTube.
Goodbye.